Hey, it's the Muffin here. I'm going to be touching on a topic that is really hot in the Blitz community and why I personally take the stand of no when it comes to this game. Let me know what your thoughts are on what I have to share with you. But when looking at a game like Tank Company, I'll be honest with you, I can easily see why a lot of players will want to play this game. It has excellent graphics. It has excellent sound effects. For anyone that is familiar with World of Tanks PC, it looks like a fantastic game. And when looking at this, we already are familiar with what Wargaming has in terms of World of Tanks PC. However, it's not on mobile. My first glance at this is absolutely yes. And to be honest with you, I don't care what company comes out with what game, as long as it's awesome, I'm going to play it. But when I take a step back and think of the reality of how business works, World of Tanks PC and World of Tanks Blitz is one of the biggest money makers for Wargaming. It's not the only game, but it is a big money maker for them. Wargaming makes, I think, about $30 million, has over 4,000 employees, and there's only one of two things that Wargaming can do if a game like Tank Company comes out, which is one, they cannot change anything, roll over. Well, I should say there's three things they could do. They can either just give up, close the game down, close shop, and say, you know what, we're done. Two, just keep things status quo, not do anything, which we all know the entire Blitz community would move over to something like Tank Company and would eventually result in the death of World of Tanks Blitz at least, not sure about World of Tanks PC. Or three, they're going to hit hard back and do what they can to keep their market share, keep the community they have. And in terms of how business works, that is what I think Wargaming would do. And so when it comes to a game like Tank Company, by the time Tank Company even gets to the point of being able to release itself outside of China, and that's even if they can get to the point of releasing outside of China. I'm not a lawyer, I don't know how gaming laws work, but there is a lot of similarities between how World of Tanks PC looks and how Tank Company looks. And if there are any crossovers between the two, I could easily see how Wargaming would be able to sue someone like Tank Company. Now, with Tank Company being in China, Wargaming being in Russia, I don't know, once again, how laws work. But let's just say Tank Company is able to get to the point of being able to release outside of China. I guarantee you Wargaming is very familiar with this game. They know what's going on. And if Tank Company ever gets to the point of being able to release itself outside of China, Wargaming is going to have to do one of those three things, which, like I said, they're going to have to step it up. And by the time this game does hit the market, we can predict that Wargaming is going to have Blitz look something very, very similar to this. I wouldn't be surprised. Because if they don't change and something like this comes out, then World of Tanks Blitz, let's be honest, is going to honestly die. And I love the fact that something like Tank Company has created something like this, is coming out, because this is what competition does. This is what makes it so healthy, is that Wargaming is no longer going to be able to sit back and be lazy. If they are and Tank Company comes out, their business in terms of Blitz will crash and Tank Company will take over the market share. But that's not going to be the case. Wargaming's not just going to roll over. So they already have the engine and graphics and ability to do something really cool, as seen with World of Tanks PC. You look at that game, it looks very, very similar to this as mentioned. And they're going to do everything they can to get World of Tanks Blitz to look something like this. So by the time Tank Company comes out, I am quite confident that World of Tanks Blitz is going to have a very similar look and feel to Tank Company, And there isn't going to be as big of a differentiator between the two. Now, there are a couple other things outside of graphics and sound effects that Tank Company is offering. Bigger maps, more players. Because of that, you'll notice that these games are about 15 minutes long. That is one thing I do feel that Blitz does nail actually a bit better. Being that this is a mobile game, it's supposed to be a bit quicker. People are playing this game either on the move, they're just playing it on their phone when they pick it up, when they've got some time to do it. Now, would that be a factor in why I wouldn't play Tank Company? Of course not. Now, I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable here, and also one of my other reasons on why I would say no to Tank Company is I've been playing Blitz for about 7 years now. I've spent a lot of money already in the game, a lot of time investing tanks and tech tree and research. And to be honest with you, if Blitz doesn't change and this game is released outside of China, yeah, no question about it, I'm going to switch over and play Tank Company. This game looks just absolutely amazing. I don't see what the reason would be to still play Blitz if this game came out, sad enough as that sounds. But based on my predictions that Wargaming is not just going to give up, is that they're going to really change a lot of things. So let me know in the comments below, if Wargaming were to step up World of Tanks Blitz to make it look like something like this, very similar, awesome graphics, sound effects, would you still stay with Blitz? Or if Tank Company gets to the point where they can be released outside of China, will you want to switch off of Blitz and go to Tank Company? That is one thing I'm really curious about. I know for myself, if World of Tanks Blitz ends up getting to the point of looking very, very similar to this, I may just end up staying with Blitz, because the whole purpose of why this game looks just so awesome to me is the graphics, the sound effects, the larger maps, and I think more players, like teams, is intriguing to me. I actually think that is quite cool. And honestly, the fact that games are 15 minutes long isn't a huge differentiator for me, but like I said, I really, really think that if Tank Company gets to the point of coming out, Blitz will do what they can. Wargaming is not just going to hand over their market share. They're going to do what they can to hold on to that, and if it's a matter of making their game look like World of Tanks PC on a mobile device, I can see that being the case. Let me know what your guys' your thoughts are. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.